Hello everyone, this is Arafellin, and last time I was talking about shareware games, but I was playing a game that wasn't actually shareware. This one is. Apogee Software was known for making a lot of shareware games, mostly action platformers. Big problem with that is that although they made a lot of games, they were very samey. It's like in the sense that it was like rather than making a lot of games, they made a lot of the same game. This is one that I kind of remember more than the others. It has a few things that makes it stand out somewhat. So I'll be switching over to joystick control because I do not want to deal with Windows thinking Control and Alt are doing things they're not. Okay. We have our little guy, he runs on the map. As the game title suggests, he is a secret agent of some sort. I don't actually remember what the story is, but you're a secret agent. You're doing secret agenty things. You're being attacked by various enemies, like this turret that shoots at you when you're on a level with it. Your actions are limited. You can jump, you can walk, you can push certain things. You have a gun that can shoot things. It has a limited number of bullets. That's in the middle of the status bar at the bottom there. Collecting extra bullets is a good idea. And of course you have all sorts of items lying around. You collect them for points. Ultimately, the goal, if you're that kind of player, is to get as many points as you can, try to get a high score. If you just care about clearing the game, you can ignore the point items. And you can shoot things. Most enemies take 3 shots to kill. These in particular will shoot at you if you're underneath them, so it's best to get them out of the way ahead of time. Oh, and a neat little thing with these barrels. If you push them against a wall, like I just did there, instead of it getting stuck, it will kind of push you behind them so you can push them out. That's not something you can take for granted, even in more recent games. Here, who knows down there we have 3 letters, a Y, an S, and a P. If you rearrange those, you get Spy. If you collect the letters in the correct order, you get bonus points. These glasses let me see invisible platforms, and by C, the game really means that they're not there until you get the glasses. So if I want to be able to get back up from down there, I need to get the glasses first. You'll notice there's spikes moving up and around down there. Try to go down when they're not sticking up. There's SP, some more bullets. Better play it safe here. We have a radar dish here. If you shoot out the radar dish, you get more bonus points. 5,000 those days. SPY in order gets you 10,000. I'm going to need that key. Probably should have looked before jumping in. Luckily, this game does have a health system. The heads in the bottom right that look like they might be lives are actually your health. This game does not have lives. If you get yourself killed, you just restart the level. If you take too much damage, you get killed. These guys are interesting, because these are one of the main enemies in the game. Or in a sense, they're 5 of the main enemies in the game. There are 5 different varieties of them. The strongest one, if you shoot it, it becomes the fourth type. If you shoot that, it becomes the 3rd type, and so on. And finally, when you shoot the weakest one, it leaves behind a gravestone, which you can collect for, of course, more points. This guy you need to shoot in the head. There we go. Up here, that thing to the left, we also need to shoot. And 3 shots. Oh, there's a landmine there I do not want to step on. I'm pretty sure those are instant death, and I don't want to test that at the moment. There's some falling money for another 5,000 if you catch it. But I can't actually exit just yet. In addition to the weird enemies that change when you shoot them, this is another thing that kind of stands out in this game. To exit a stage, you need to not only reach the exit, you must find this dynamite somewhere within a stage so you can blast it open. At this stage, you need to take the barrel down here. If you were paying attention earlier, you might have seen it. It's right there. You can see it in the corner. Before dropping down, I want to check where that spike is. Up, down. The one behind the barrel is still there, so be careful of that. I can jump up here, grab this, Notice it shows up in the status bar because that's an important item. And I took damage again for no good reason. Also, if you hold down the jump button, your character will bounce, kind of like the bunny power-up in Super Mario Land 2. You do not want to jump into the ceiling fans, those will actually hurt you. So you get here, you eat the dynamite. You do want to get out of the way, because if you're in the explosion, that will also hurt you. And because I'm down to my last health, that would have been death. Dying at the end of the level is generally not something you want to do. As you can see, there's this map. You can go to different stages. I don't actually remember what the ultimate goal of this was, whether it was to clear all the stages or to get certain things from certain stages, or if there's a specific end level. But that's the gist of the gameplay. There's really not that much to show unless I'm going to do a full playthrough, because it's the same general concept for pretty much everything. You jump around, you shoot things, you try not to get yourself killed. Oh yes, one other thing though that I remember now. You see the computer up there with the DOS prompt, drive A. Do you want to operate that to, I think it disables the security thing somewhere. To do so, you need to find a diskette somewhere on the level. You bring that there, it shuts off probably that laser there. Oh yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the game, and it continues on in basically that same vein.